Hey guys, I'm sorry. I was in the middle of re-recording content and trying to get a whole different subject out, but I've received so many messages in the last few moments from people with worry and anxiety about COVID-19 and all the effects thereof. And I just felt like, let me just take a moment and respond. I believe that this is the first moment in America where we are seeing a leveled playing field. Those who are experiencing job loss or job insecurity, it is not to any fault of their own. It is not a moment where anyone can point fingers, point blame, and say, you did this to yourself. It is the first time where we're seeing that businesses operate just like 59% of the rest of Americans who live paycheck to paycheck. We now see that even big corporations rely on a level of normalcy. They bet on business as usual for their consistency and their profit. So now that all of our national foundation has been pointed out to be a bit more weary than we would have hoped, we have a chance to rebuild, to refocus, and reconstruct. But what are you going to do with this time? You'll waste it worrying. I had a friend tell me today, he was so excited that he got a chance to floss. He's like, I'm really sorry. I know this seems simple. And I said, no. That's amazing. Because while it's a very important step in typical hygiene, you'd be surprised how many people aren't able to give themselves time to develop a good habit for their own well-being and health. We live in a culture that praises us for exhaustion. And for the first time, we are all required to slow down. We are all required to appreciate the little things, notice the simple things. And you would choose to waste that time worrying? Yes, there are many that have this level of job insecurity, and that is a real consideration and a great factor. But you get an opportunity to figure out what you really want to do with your life. And if you've just been in this mundane experience and this robotic function of getting through day by day in something that serves no intention to your purpose. For many of us, we never got a chance to complete our 2020 vision board. We never took a moment to write down our aspirations or our intentions for the year. But we're so quick to throw the entire year away when we haven't even been very successful in our first 3 months to our own accord. And now, every American and every person across the globe is moving in the same rhythm for the first time. But our response is what will set us all apart. That is what will bring us back to the level of individuality. How are you going to respond to this time? I will not waste it worrying. I will appreciate that God has been able to use something that He did not induce, but to bring us to a greater glory and a realignment into what will fulfill His purpose in the earth. I am more fearful of wasting that opportunity than I am on what this virus can possibly do to myself and my loved ones. Life as we know it is very well different. And different brings about a level of anxiety for many of us. But I put the onus on you to use this time for your betterment. Instead of worrying, stretch your faith. For many, you're going to have to develop some and then work from there. But I promise you, do the work and understand that for the first time, work has a new meaning. The work for you may very well just be floss. God bless.